Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for coming here, as always. And how was your drive here?
It wasn't too bad. There wasn't much traffic, so.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you were able to make it here, as always. And just before we start, I want to go over some housekeeping things with you. And if you don't mind, first thing is that everything that you tell me is confidential and will stay between us.
Okay.
Unless I found out that you're about to harm yourself or attempt of suicide or if the life of an elder or a child is in danger.
Okay.
Other than that, whatever you tell me stays between us, and I'm hoping for a great session. And then do you have any question or comments about that?
No, I think that's pretty clear.
Well, very good. So let me know what's been bothering you. What happened?
So it's not really anything that I'm having a problem with, but other people are telling me that I have a problem. Just other people don't really like being around me. I don't really know why. I mean, in all of my 40 years, I've never had any problems with people. People seem to have problems with me all the time, but I don't know. So I just came to see like what this whole therapy thing's about. I don't really know too much or anything, but I guess like it's been a while, so 40 years, you know, I figure I'll try something.
Right. Now, how has that affected you?
Well, so really the biggest thing that's happened lately is getting divorced from my third husband. You know, I laugh because they're all idiots. I don't even know why I married any of them in the first place. The second one was alright because we had some kids, but overall, idiots. So as this third marriage, like, coming to an end, I don't know, 40 years old, got some kids, 3 marriages, like, I don't think there's something wrong with me, but apparently there is. If I can't hold marriage, I don't know. So I'm just feeling like, I don't know what else to do, you know? It seems like everything's gone.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, I don't feel so horrible. I mean, I'm doing fine. Like, I have a successful business. I have lots of money. I run a business, so, you know, I'm a woman in power, which is not always the case, but that makes me feel great. But, I just, so overall, I feel fine. It's really just other people telling me that they think I need to see someone because I just have a problem of, I don't really know, just people don't want to be around me, I guess.
And why do you think they say that you need to go see someone?
I don't know. I mean, maybe because I'm on my third marriage, but like I said, like, all the guys have been idiots. Like, they don't know how to handle money, they don't know how to take care of me, and so really, it's kind of all their fault. Like, I'm not really doing anything wrong, so it's just doesn't really make too much sense to me, but.
It's hard sometimes too if you are in a relationship and it's not really 2 ways. It's hard to keep those relationships. Do you think that it wasn't 2 ways? Was it good all the time? How was it from the beginning?
Well, I mean, of course, from the beginning, it started out great. That otherwise, I wouldn't have, you know, dated them and then married them. But it just would be, we'd go on these big, fantastic dates, which you know, I paid for, because I mean, I have money, I'm successful, so. You know, we'd go on these great dates, we'd go on trips. Me and my second husband, our third date, we went out to Cancun for a weekend. It was really nice out, so we decided we were gonna go down to Cancun and just go have a fun time, get to know each other. And so really they all kind of start out like that. And then it just kind of ends up going downhill. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, so that might happen at some point. But it just ends up going downhill because I don't know, I feel like the guy stops being as good as he was and stops contributing to anything, and then I'm the one who's doing everything and paying the bills and excuse me, thank you. Paying the bills, you know, I'm the only successful one, and it takes a lot out of me, so then I don't really want to spend time with them if they're not contributing anything, so.
Now, you mentioned success. What do you think success is? How come they're not successful? How come you don't see them as successful versus you see yourself as successful?
Well, I own a business and have a lot of money. So things are easy for me. That makes me successful. I did good in school, got my degree, opened a business right away. I didn't have any problems, so I'm successful. The guys, on the other hand, that I've been with, don't make much money. One of them, I mean, he does like graphic design, so he doesn't even always have work, and he is just kind of like a deadbeat, doesn't really do too much, and that's, I don't know, I don't want to be around that.
So you think making money is equivalent to success?
Well, yeah, money makes our world go round.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have a lot of it, then I have a lot of power, and I can do what I want.
But how does that work in terms of your relationship, the money portion of it?
Well,
Not so great, right?
yeah, you're making me think about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess thinking about it, I've spent a lot of money on these guys, you know, like these big dates and stuff, like I said, and
Doesn't go anywhere.
it isn't working out, yeah.
So what do you think is missing in these relationships since the money is not taking it anywhere?
I mean, like I said, like, the guys have just been idiots, so they just don't know how to take care of me either. Like, I spend all this time and money and everything taking care of them, and they don't do anything back to me. Like, they're not, you know, they don't take me down to Cancun, like, I don't know, so it just seems like they don't know what they should be doing in a relationship.
You're mentioning you calling them idiots because they're not able to take care of you. How are they supposed to take care of you? In what way do you expect someone to take care of you? Is it like money? Because you mentioned your husband's a graphic design, doesn't make that much money.
Yeah.
So does that make him fall in that category, or is that...
Well, I mean, someone who would take care of me, like, yeah, they would contribute with money and stuff, but also, like, I don't know, spend time with me and, like, you know, buy me flowers every once in a while and care about the things that I care about and just things like that. So when they don't, like, it just feels useless. Why waste my time spending it with them if they don't want to do those things?
So the question that comes about is that in terms of you and your being right now, do you want to have a relationship, or are you trying to be done with the relationship? Are you trying to, as a personal goal for yourself, do you want to keep the relationship with your husband right now, or are you just want to be done with it?
Well, this guy, he falls in the idiot category, so he can be gone.
So he doesn't make money?
No, yeah, he doesn't.
Okay.
Graphic design, like, you don't make much money. But I'm not, clearly I like relationships. I've been in 3 marriages and kids, that's a relationship all of its own, but I want relationships, I just don't really know why they're not working out.
The question that comes to my mind with all your husbands in the past is that they don't usually get their career right away. It's usually something that they have. So what attracted you to them in the beginning that you started dating them?
They were hot.
So you based it on the way they look?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you think that's a logical way to think about it in terms of future goals, or do you perceive everybody as, okay, I want this, so I'm going to get it, but then once they can help me with these things that I want, which is for you is mainly money, then I'm going to throw them away?
Well, I mean, they just, I don't know, I mean, I want a husband who looks good, like, that's no question about that, like, he has to look good. I mean, I look good, so I can't be with somebody who doesn't look good as I do, so that's why I like those guys, and then they just try to, like, mooch off of me and my own success, so then when they stop contributing and stop, you know, trying to make more money and be successful, that's when I start getting annoyed and don't want to deal with them because they're not being successful, and that's what's important in life, is making money, being successful.
How did you make your money?
Oh, well, I own a business, so I have a chain of stores. We sell pillows. We make those really nice ones. They're purple, and they have, like, this really great stuffing inside. I can tell you all about them, but you probably don't care. But we sell these pillows, and so I have this company, and I've had it since I graduated school and was 25 years old, and it's been years now, and it's been super successful, so I have lots of money.
So, the start of it, did you start on your own, or has anybody helped you with your business?
Oh, nobody's helped me ever. I am made by myself. I came out of school, had an idea, and I just went for it. And I've been.
But were you in that situation when you were in school?
Well, when I was in school, I just had lots of ideas and like would be in my business classes and we'd have projects and stuff and I'd put in little ideas and stuff there. But then when I got out of school, I decided I would like try the one I thought was going to be, well, I don't even know if I thought it was going to be the best, but I decided I would try one. And then I was just able to start off as one store and make a lot of money. And
the question that I have is that you weren't as rich as right now when you were in school.
No, definitely not.
So were you different back there? Were you not as good as right now? Because you're mentioning right now I'm good and they're an idiot because they don't have money.
Yeah.
So back then when you didn't have those money, do you put yourself in those categories or do you think you were the same person throughout the time?
I mean, I think money changes you and makes you better, so I definitely think I was different, but I would not consider myself to have ever been an idiot. I'm far from being an idiot. But I guess, yeah, some things must have been different. I mean, I also didn't have kids then, and they eat up a lot of the money too, but yeah, so I guess I was different at some point.
Okay, so, but you're saying that you are not an idiot because, and then even though you didn't have money. So I'm not understanding, how is it that when they don't have money, they become someone that you're not attracted to? Then why, how do you start that relationship when you see that there might be no ending to it? Why marriage? Why not just friendship if it's only the attraction that grabs you?
Well, the guy, I mean, they've never like stopped trying to be successful until it's like a little bit into the marriage. Like they tell me that they're gonna try to get better jobs, they wanna make a lot of money, that they wanna support me, like they always say all that stuff and like it's all charming and all that. And they look good. And then it's like after a year or two into the marriage and they get lazy and decide that they don't, either one of them, I mean the first guy, he quit his job. That marriage ended real quick. I did not want anything to do with him. But the other guys, they've just kind of either settled, and like I said, the guy, the graphic design one, like he just settled with where he was, and he didn't care to move forward at all, and didn't try to work hard to advance in his career and make more money, and that was just unattractive.
So, in terms of this session, the question that I have is that what are you trying to get out of it? Instead of, I know that your friends told you to come to this session, but you being here, you could have just simply not come.
Yeah.
What are you trying to find in this counseling session, beside your money? Because we got that point that you have this money, they don't have it, they're not as good as you.
Yeah.
We can't change that aspect, so what else are you trying to change?
Well, just lately I've noticed, like, I mean, like I said, with the third marriage being done and I have kids, I'm just concerned, like, I don't want to end up being lonely in the future.
So do you think the lonely aspect of it is because of the way that you think about people?
No, I mean, money can buy me friends, so I can just...
But do they last? If you don't pay them, they're gone, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
what does the money might buy you clothes?
Yeah.
But even the clothes will get old and you gotta throw them away at one point.
Yeah.
So do you think that maybe some stuff are not bought with money?
I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure that out. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I have my kids, but I don't really understand them too much. They're, you know, one of them's a teenager and one of them's like 10 years old, and I don't know, I don't really...
So then, the thing is that you are mentioning that, based on what you had explained to me, is that you have 3 marriages.
Yeah.
They haven't worked out.
Yeah.
And they all was because of the same reason. The guy didn't have enough money. And then you had money.
Yeah.
And finally somebody told you that you need to go talk to someone. And then you're at this point that you want to find somebody to spend your life with. Now, in terms of your perspective, how would you rate your life? Not the money portion of it, because we clearly have that understanding that well suited. But in terms of your personal feeling, how would you rate your life right now? Is it a scale of 1 to 10? Would you rate your life good, excellent, or 1 or 2 or 3?
I mean, probably like 5 or 6, I guess. You know,
5 or
like
6?
because I like I said, I don't want to be lonely. That's like relationships are important to me. They just haven't worked out. And
They hadn't worked out, or you didn't want them to work out?
well, I wanted them to work out, but they didn't. Like the
Because they
attraction
didn't
was
have
gone,
money.
and yeah, they didn't have money.
So attraction is money to you,
Yeah,
but does it last?
I keep making money.
But does the attraction last?
To
The
money,
relationship.
yes.
But the relationship hasn't.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then there is something else missing between there.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not only the money that keeps the attraction.
Yeah.
So how can we figure out what's missing?
I don't know.
Do you think other people that they tell you to go see someone, they might have a better understanding in terms of their relationship? The people around you, how are they with their relationship?
Well, my best friend Tracy, she has been married since she was 20. And her husband, one husband, that's it. Her relationship has been great, and I wish I could be like her relationship, but it's
So
just
you want those relationships?
yeah, it just hasn't worked out.
Hasn't worked out, or you didn't give it a chance to work out?
Well, I mean, I tried. I've tried 3 times.
But you tried for the look and the money.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not the weight, it's not the things that you need to look. So do you want a relationship or do you want money? Because if you want money, that's
I
a
already got
different.
money.
You already got money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how can you make that different?
I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
So then you are
You,
looking
I don't
to.
know.
Okay, that's a great start. See, now we're on a ballpark to see how it works. So we got that point that money buys you everything,
Yeah.
and then you have it.
Yeah.
Marriages want something beside money, because even though you had money, you couldn't keep those marriages,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how can we make it work?
I mean, off
Maybe-
the top of my head, I don't know.
Maybe not think about the money for the marriage,
Yeah, maybe.
because what principle money makes? Besides giving you the power to buy everything and then have your own business freedom. Of course it's good,
Mhm.
not saying that money is bad,
Yeah.
because then you could make your life happen, but maybe it's good to think about our priorities in life. What do we want?
Mhm.
What happens in 10 to 20, 30 years from now?
Yeah.
Where are you? Are you gonna be in a same place, different place? And what things do you want to happen to you?
Yeah.
Do you want things to happen to you? Do you want someone to be there for you, or do you want to be at home alone?
Not alone. That's for sure.
So how would you see yourself in future?
Well, hopefully my kids will grow up and not need me as much as they need me now. And then, I mean, I would want to be with somebody, maybe get a dog, if it doesn't work out with humans. I don't know, hopefully be a Cancun
But even a
again.
dog needs attention, because a dog doesn't make money.
Yeah, dog doesn't make money.
So how come
Unless
be
it's a show dog, then it can make me money.
But then the show dog doesn't give affection because it needs to be cared for all the time.
Mm.
Because you can't give the show dog attention, because if you give them attention, they're not going to be a show dog.
Okay, so maybe I won't get a dog, but I want to have somebody.
No, it's the principle of it. It's not getting a show dog or not. It's the principle of it. It's that you can't always buy everything with money.
I mean, it's worked so far. I've had
But the relationship hasn't worked. The one thing that you want hasn't worked.
Yeah,
Material has worked.
yeah,
Friends, if you don't give them money, they're not gonna come.
yeah.
If you tell them you throw a party, are they gonna throw it?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, but we never know.
Yeah,
You know, so it's good to prioritize.
yeah,
One thing that I recommend is that, based on the things that we talked,
yeah.
I think you have a start. I think it's good.
Okay.
You're here.
Yeah.
You want to build that relationship.
Yeah.
And it's possible. But what is important is to understand what you want from
Mhm.
life. We call it SMART goals. There are goals that are smart. You know, they have a reason to it, and they get you to places that you want to get, you know.
Okay.
So one thing that I recommend,
Uh-huh.
since this session is about to be over, you came here
Yeah.
with your problem.
Yeah.
That your husbands are idiots. They don't stay because they don't have money.
Mhm.
And then you want to keep those relationships. And then people tell you to go see a doctor and then see what happens, and then you're here. So one thing that I recommend is that maybe through, between today and our next session, write down the things that money can't buy, you know,
Okay.
and then think about it. And then bring it back next week, see what we talk about it. What do you think about that?
I think I can do that. I can probably come up with something, at least one thing, or two.
At least a relationship is on it. That's
Yeah, so
probably number
Homework
one.
is done.
So, but think about 10 things. Can you manage 10 things till next week? 7, let's make it 7.
Yeah, 7 sounds good.
One a day.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
can
then
do
every
that.
day see what is it that the money can't buy. And then bring it, let's see what it comes up to.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you think that's a possible way?
Yeah, that sounds like a good start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll see you next